Collective. Welcome to Intuitive Goddess Tarot 911. I'm Jenny. Welcome in or welcome back. If you're new here, I always say these readings are timeless. And if, so whenever you're seeing it, it's meant for you. And then if it resonates, great. And if it doesn't, let it go. So it is gross outside, so I didn't do anything with my hair. So it is what it is. Here we are. Happy Wednesday. I came out to do a reading tonight because I'm probably not going to be out tomorrow night. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing amazing. Let's get right into it. Let's get some charms. So I have a strawberry, banana, some sort of green leafy thing. A heart with love in the middle. That checkerboard thing again. What is that? That's a starfish. What is this thing? It's that fucking skunk again, sorry. A bee and an anchor with a driving wheel thing on it, a steering wheel thing. Let's get you some letters. All right, so we got an E, an S, a W, an I, and an I. It's going to cover more. An A, I, W, I. Lots of I's tonight. All right. So I did get a bunch of intuitive downloads. These are from the other day. A couple are from today, but most of them are from the other day. So, destroyed a blessing, under judgment. They want your energy bad. Good girl vibe. The Chariot card, meaning alignment. Not this time, baby. No take backs. Past person was not your equal. Nobody puts baby in a corner. Tell the truth, shame the devil. You are polarizing. You clocked this person and you see right through them. And actually, the Stained song, I've been singing it for like the last couple days, and I don't even freaking like Stained, okay? So, yeah, so I can see through you, see your true colors. Inside you're ugly, ugly like me. I don't know. That's for somebody. Okay, so we're going to do a couple things here because I feel like we got some shit going on, and we're going to figure out what the fuck is going on. So, we're going to use this deck and that deck and a couple other decks. We'll figure it out as we go along. Oh, that guy's the wrong way. All right, so Spirit, what do we need to know about not putting baby in a corner? That one was the most amusing one because I love Dirty Dancing. What do we need to know about that? I'm single. Congratulations, me too. I'm single right now. I'm not attached to anyone. I'm not looking to get into a relationship at this time. Okay, thanks for the advertisement. Playing games in reverse. So, someone is playing games with you. What's that say? It says, the way I'm acting, responding, and posting is to get your attention. Well, if you ain't spying on this person, then you don't know what the fuck they're up to, and it doesn't really matter. So, what else, Spirit? Let me go. Okay. Sure thing. Check. You deserve all the good things in the world, and right now I'm not in a space to give it to you. Tears. When I think about you, I cry. This isn't goodbye, it's in reverse. So maybe it is goodbye. Ghosted. I'm sorry I disappeared. I needed to get away and clear my head. Okay. So I feel like we're back in Dickbagville, which is fine. We're going to figure out what's going on here in Dickbagville. So, Spirit, what do we need to know about I'm single and not available to get into a relationship right now? Control issues. Ding, ding, ding. Somebody is slightly controlling. So maybe they're actually trying to get their shit together. We can hope. Everybody can change, right? We can send them love and light and, hope that they're doing their best. But it doesn't mean that we have to deal with them anymore. What about playing games in reverse? I'm going to laugh if it comes out that they're playing games. Disrespect. So this is someone who was very disrespectful. What about let me go? Overbearing behavior. Encourage a balance and personal space. Healthy relationships allow for individuality. So I feel like this person, you couldn't be yourself with them. That could be for somebody, or they just could have been one of those overbearing people. Underneath tears is ignoring your goals. So this person, I feel like you had goals that you were working on. You knew what you wanted, and they didn't support that. Or they kind of poo-pooed it, if that makes sense. What about this isn't goodbye in reverse? Coercion. So I feel like this person would basically try to do anything to get you back. And not because, and I'm not saying this in a negative way, and not because they love you, but because you're a source of supply. Does that make sense? So like, you're probably somebody who has really good energy and they are hanging out in their own energy now and they don't like that. So that could be for somebody. What else, Spirit? Unresolved anger. Okay. So this person has an anger problem. Let's get one more for the Gipper. Blame shifting. Yeah, I feel like this person, energetically, I feel like they lie when they breathe. Maybe they did try to put you in a corner energetically. I don't know. So we're going to pull from this deck, and then we're going to get some tarot. So what do we need to know about control issues? I mean, we might get some from the Wits of Epic. I don't know yet. Displacement. Okay. Mimi cry. Growth. Resistance. Perspective. And territory. Okay. So it really looks like this person was pretending to be someone they were not. And it didn't allow for growth within the relationship. And they seem very resistant to growth, whoever this person is. And I feel like maybe you had to look at things from a different perspective. And displacement and territory. I mean, I'm assuming it's self-explanatory, so let's look up territory. Okay. So I feel like this person was making you feel like an uninvited guest in your own space, if that makes sense. Which is not nice. All right. Let's grab some from this deck just so we can get more info and then we'll get into tarot. So, Spirit, what about this displacement and these control issues and them being single and ready to mingle? So I feel like you stopped, somehow you found a way to stop the patterns with this person. And then Mimi cry, disrespect, and playing games in reverse. Mask in reverse. What about that, Spirit? So I'm getting, and please bear with me, this is energetically, psychically, that this person, you shine bright, whoever you are that I'm talking to. And I feel like this person tried to get you to stoop. And I don't know what way that is. So you flip it, switch it, however. But they thought that they could get a, what's it called? Like a trauma bond reaction out of you. They thought that you were going to freak out. You were going to, you know, show your true colors when your true colors aren't even that. That's them projecting on you. But that didn't happen. And then I feel like this person spent a lot of time trying to make you feel like you weren't enough when they don't feel like they're enough. So there's something psychologically wrong with this person. And then growth, overbearing, and let me go. Self-indulgence and reverse. So they're not doing their shadow work. They're not planning on healing, no matter what they come in and say. They are just going to keep doing the same shit and see what happens. Abundance in reverse. This is what I'm saying. So I don't know if I talked about this before, but if you go around intentionally treating people like shit, trying to get them involved in third-party situations, trying to get them, you know, basically to worship the ground you walk on while you walk around and say that they're a piece of shit. They call you a piece of shit collective. And eventually, some shit's going to happen and it's going to affect their money. You cannot walk around and treat people like crap. It is just not a thing. What about tears, ignoring your goals, and resistance? Wedding rings. Yeah, I feel like this person wanted to marry you. Maybe they still do. Maybe that's why it's coming up. Maybe they're going to try to save face and come in with a wedding ring. Who the fuck knows? Blowing kisses in reverse. Yeah, so their love is conditional. Their love is not unconditional. They give you love based on what you give to them in return, which is not an equal give and take. What about coercion, perspective, and this isn't goodbye? Healthy choices. I feel like when you clock this person, because that's exactly what's on there, you realize that it was them or you, right? So, and please take this as this could have been past, this could be now, this could be future, whenever you're seeing this, but you clocked this person, you switched your perspective, and it doesn't matter. They're not in control of whether you say goodbye. You did. Coffee cup. Yeah. And they want to talk to you, and it's not because they want to tell you how much they love you or how much they care about you. They want back in control of the situation that they've lost control out of. Ghosted, unresolved anger, encourage healthy expression, and territory. You're their territory. So you're healing your heart from an abusive relationship. What else, Spirit? Poker face. Yeah, I don't think it matters if you wait 10 years for this person to come back. They're not going to change who they are. They're not capable of it. Some people are, you know, if you want to spend time working through your emotional instability, you know, working with your shadow is very good for you. And by the shadow, I mean the dark aspects of yourself. Your shadow can be very beneficial. It protects you. It's how you know when to bring the thunder. It's what I call it. What about blame shifting, Spirit? Mirror in reverse. Yes, so I feel like at points this relationship was good because you were putting in all your effort and they were mirroring you. But that was a temporary fix to the problem. What else, Spirit? Backstabbing. Yes. Yeah. And a shocking attack. So something happened. I don't know what this is for you. Only you know. But this very toxic person wants you back. So watch your back. What was I gonna? We'll use this tarot and see what we got. All right, Spirit. So why is this coming out now? I feel this energy is so heavy. Like I feel it in my chest how heavy it is. And I felt it earlier too before I even did the reading, like at the thought of doing the reading. So this energy is very heavy. This person is either angry with you because they couldn't control the situation, or they are sad, and that's the reason why it's so heavy. Page of Wands in reverse, acting out. Yeah. An insensitive person. Exactly. This person doesn't care how you feel. They care how you make them feel. Nine of Cups. Yeah, and I feel like they still believe in some warped sense of the universe that you're going to come back. And that's fucked up. Because you ain't. Or maybe you are. I don't know. I always say I'm not here to give love advice. This isn't a therapist office. But I kind of feel like this is spiritual therapy for some people. So we got the Hangman in reverse. So whatever they did was very impulsive. And it was part of a negative pattern that you know they had. And this shocking attack just made it all the more clear. Four of Wands. I feel like this person was very good at making things look pretty. Like, oh yeah, we're the happiest family in the world, because they're nice to everyone else but you. And that's the issue, right? So they can go around at work and with their family and they can be the best person in the world, but when that door shuts, they're abusive to you. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, and they could have been juggling you. They could have been cheating on you. Who even knows? I mean, maybe you know and you didn't want to face it. I don't know. Three of Pentacles. I feel like you're a very hardworking person. You get rewarded at work. I don't know why that's coming out. You, people like you. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, because of this person's bad behavior. And this isn't just you. They didn't just do this to you. They did this to multiple people. And I'm talking, the list probably goes back until they were freaking 12 years old. I don't know. I don't know where that's coming from. But this person has been doing this a long time. And Spirit doesn't just sit around and, what's the word? Spirit watches. Spirit knows who you're being. Spirit knows. It's like fucking Santa Claus, right? You know, what do you tell your kids when they're little? But Spirit is an actual thing. Spirit is watching you behave like an asshole. And karma comes to everyone's house. It just does. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it. If you go around and you treat people like shit, it is going to affect your finances or it's going to affect your health. It's one or the other. Seven of Pentacles. I feel like this person is still living in the land of Delulu. If they feel like they come in and they offer you like an investment or they offer to invest in you as a person, maybe they're finally going to take your career seriously, that you'll hop back on board. Eight of Wands in reverse. Yeah, this person is losing momentum. They could be a thief. What else, Spirit? Knight of Pentacles in reverse. I don't know where this is coming from, but I feel like this person may have some sort of parental wound. And it's possible that they were involved in these cycles when they were a child. So like if they behaved badly, they would get attention from their parent. Otherwise, they wouldn't get attention from the parent. So maybe this is someone who has like a deep-seated childhood wound where the cycles just never stopped, where them acting badly was the only way for them to get attention. Nine of Wands. Yeah, this person is refusing to compromise with you. What else? They're lonely. Hermit in reverse. They could be having severe anxiety. Eight of Wands. They're feeling trapped even though they're not. They're feeling victimized even though they're probably not. They're feeling hopeless, helpless. All the things that they tried to make you feel. They're probably feeling punished by the universe. Meanwhile, you are either taking on the energy of the King of Pentacles or you are calling in a soulmate. Queen of Swords. Yeah, you don't mince words. And you can flip it, switch it, however you like. But yeah, you knew that it was time to stand up for yourself. And you were like, well, it's me or them. So something's got to happen. And you looked at it from an intellectual point of view and you were like, fuck it. Sun in reverse. I feel like this was your future if you stayed with this person. What else, Spirit? Three of Wands. Yeah, I don't think you had a choice but to move forward. Yeah, King of Swords. So the King of Swords is someone who is very unemotional. They're not usually an asshole, though. King of Swords in reverse is a selfish prick. What about that, Spirit? Five of Swords in reverse. So I feel like you wanted a peaceful resolution with this person, but they just refused to compromise with you. And, you know, I feel like forgiveness is on the table. You can forgive this person. We can always forgive, but you just don't forget. And that's the issue, right? And then we got Two of Cups, which is where I feel like you're headed. Happiness, relationships. While this person that you're dealing with is in the Ten of Wands position, you know, basically dealing with insurmountable problems because they're going around treating people like shit. And I'll tell you what, I would not be surprised if this is your reading, if all this resonates, if you don't hear from a third party, someone that they were sleeping with, because people love to talk. And especially if this person did to the third party what they did to you, don't be surprised if you get a phone call or a Facebook message or something of that nature, because I feel like that's coming. So Spirit, can we get the energy of where, even though we know where this person is, this pathetic person, they want to contact you, which we expected, right? And they're going to say they got a new perspective. And that they want victory and success with you. They want to move on to better times. They're tired of being stuck in this mental instability and they want to heal. This is what they're going to say. What else, Spirit? All right, so we got 9 of Wands. Is that the collective? I feel like it's them. So they are waiting. Gathering their inner courage. Where's the collective? A Chariot. You're moving on to victory and success with your 2 of Cups, I feel like. What else? The Hermit. Yeah, you're over there minding your own business, drinking your water, not talking to anybody, trying to get your shit together. 10 of Wands, because this person made you feel like you were underwater. The Magician, and you're manifesting your future. I don't think we need to say anything else. 5 of Swords is on the bottom of the deck. And I feel like this person, this is what they want with you. They want to get back in the, first they want to love bomb you, but then they want to get back in the conflict. Because they thrive on conflict. They're going to be traveling towards you. They could be saying they're wealthy, that they've really learned their lesson, that they're ready to build a harvest with you. But then it's going to go back to them being selfish and controlling and possessive of you. And then you're going to have to pull out the Temperance. Bam. You're going to have to show them who the boss is. All right. This was fun. All right. Let's get you an advice card. Let's do it from this deck. All right. So Spirit, what does the collective need to know about the current sitch? Or divine timing? Yes. So I feel like this was meant to happen. Everything's meant to happen, but this specifically, I don't know why. There's like a really specific timing thing for it. Energetic sensitivity. Yeah, I feel like you're going to know. You're going to be able to clock this person and their bullshit if they come in. What else? One more. Guardian Angel. So your spirit team is watching over you. They're not going to let anything happen to you. But just be careful, because this person seems like they could be very unstable, especially if they have controlling issues and anger issues and all this other bullshit. So, okay. So, I hope this was helpful. Please let me know if this resonates. It has to for somebody. I mean, that's why I'm here, right? So, let me know if it resonates. I hope you guys are having a wonderful evening. Thank you again for all your likes, your shares, your subscribes. The channel is growing, and I will be on sometime in the next couple days to do another video, unless something bombards me like this. So, but I'll see you then. All right. Love you guys. Bye.